Hey guys, and welcome back. Do you know who was lazy, loved taking naps, and hated getting off the couch? Yes, me. But you know who else? Winston Churchill, one of the most prolific leaders in the world who changed the course of history, loved staying in bed and loved taking naps. This is one of his actual quotes. Conserve energy. Never stand up when you can sit down, and never sit down when you can lie down. I mean, how much do you love this guy? I tried to read up a lot on Churchill and see how he was able to do the things that he did, and I came across his keys or pillars to his productivity. So here they are, and I hope it helps you. Number one, save energy for the things that matter. So Churchill was a big proponent of working on only things that were actually important. And if something was unimportant, he would rather just take a nap. I mean, that's great. We want to be productive for the sake of being productive, but how important is it really? Why do we waste time trying to be busy and doing unimportant things? So, the first thing is to work on only the important things. Number two is picking your spot. Your environment matters a great deal on how much you can actually get done. I mean, as a student, I'm sure you knew you took your textbook to the bed and thought, yeah, I'm just going to sit and read there. And the next thing you know, you're fast asleep getting A's in your dreams, right? Or you have just forced yourself to go to the gym, and all of a sudden, even though you were lazy the entire day, you suddenly have all the energy to work out. And this is because your brain is primed to work out in certain locations and to work in certain locations and to relax in other locations. And we need difference in environment, and that is super important. So find a spot that works for you. Churchill loved to sit in bed and work. Find a distraction free spot that you can sit and do your work. Do all your important work in that spot so that your body or mind is primed so that when you enter that particular room or that spot, you know what you're getting after. Number three, have a schedule that works for you. Well, I can't stand the self help gurus who ask you to wake up at 4 a.m., take a cold shower, meditate for an hour, snort turmeric, and inject caffeine directly in your rectum. Well, I mean, Churchill woke up at 8 a.m. I know what you're saying. I mean, you don't have your first meeting till 8:30, so why not stay in bed till 8:25? Perfect. If that works for you, go for it. Well, Churchill knew that the first few waking hours is super important, and a lot of research says this as well. So Churchill worked directly from bed because it worked for him. And he woke up at 8 and worked 2 to 4 hours directly from bed before getting on with his day. So find a schedule that works for you. And once you find that, be consistent. And that's number four, be consistent. So find a schedule that works for you and stick to it day in and day out. Churchill stuck to his routine every single day, including the weekends. And he was actually even more prolific and even more productive on the weekends. This is what Churchill says about being consistent. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. Especially when you find a schedule that works for you, being consistent becomes that much more easier. Five, always be an optimist. I mean, you need to believe in yourself. I mean, just think about Churchill. When his parliamentarians gave up and wanted to surrender to the Germans, Churchill never gave up. He said, no, no surrender, no retreat. And can you think of the world that we would live in if Churchill had actually agreed to surrender? I mean, it's crazy. So, one of Churchill's rules is always be an optimist. He says, I'm an optimist. It does not seem too much use being anything else. No matter what your goals are, believe in it and believe in yourself wholeheartedly that you will achieve it. Number six, take breaks or naps, whatever works for you. Churchill loved taking naps so much that in the war room, he actually installed a bed so that he could take a nap. Churchill worked late into the night and he credited it to his afternoon siestas. He would love taking naps, and every chance he got, he would just nap, be back full of energy and vigor, ready to take on his next task. So, schedule your rest and your breaks into your daily plan, and that's super important. Recovery is just as important as the amount of strain and work that you put in. Number seven, just pick one task at a time. Choose what's important and choose one main task to work on. This is super important. There's this hilarious story where Lord previously wanted to speak to him when Churchill was in the bathroom, and very famously he says, "Tell his lordship I'm sealed on the privy and can only deal with one shit at a time." I mean, this guy is fucking hilarious. Well, you can only deal with one shit at a time. So multitasking never works. Research is solid on that. So pick one task and stick to it. These are the highlights. Save your energy for the things that matter. Pick your spot to work. Have a schedule that works for you. Be consistent. Be an optimist. Take breaks and pick one task at a time. Well, go get after it. Or maybe nap first. I hope these 7 principles of Churchill helps you, and comment below, like and subscribe. See you in the next one.